Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to give you a chance to have a little look at this guy. So this is the Godox iT32 mini flash. And it's a little different from most flashes that you might be used to. Instead of being one solid unit that lives on your camera, this one actually splits into two parts. And it changes how you shoot with it. So this is actually your trigger and this is your flash. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how it actually works in practice, on camera, off camera, and why this design might make sense for your style of photography. So what makes this little flash so different? The modular design, the flash and the trigger separate. It's a magnetic connection. It just clips on. You can get the little foot as well that sits on it. The head tilts, and this is designed to move really easily from your camera to off camera in use. So the trigger connects to your hot shoe like you usually would, and you can get different triggers for different cameras. So, and they're different color coded. So in the review, you'll see I've got a Nikon one, which is yellow. This is orange, so it's for Sony. So if you're using different camera brands, you can use the one flash and just have different triggers. So it's pretty cool. It's easy to pull it on and off, and the magnetic system seems to work pretty well. I don't feel that it feels like it's going to fall off at all. Traditional speedlights can feel a little bit clunky at times. Having to repair flashes can be annoying. This solves that problem. Instead of thinking this as just a tiny little flash, think of it as a flexible little system. You're not locking yourself into working one way or another. So you can easily work on camera or you can work off camera. It works in really well with the whole Godox system as well. So if you're using, X3 triggers and things like that, you can use this as a slave. You can work with other lights, AD200s and things like that. So it's really, really cool to do. So how do you use it? Well, it's just a standard little shoe mount. Take the cover off. Mount it onto your camera and tighten it off. To turn it on, click this little button and scroll up, and that gets you into your modes. You can shoot TTL, you can shoot manual, you can do multi, it does high-speed sync, lots of different things. I love using it in TTL, and I just then scroll it up or down depending on what you use, and that's backwards for you, isn't it? Let me switch things around. There you go. So if I scroll that wheel up or down, that's how I get into it. You've got your different modes, so you can change that from multi, I'm hoping that'll focus, multi, TTL, etc. You've got your modeling light there. You can turn that off and down. So you've got a menu and a mode button, so you can click on that and go through various different things. The scroll wheel allows you to scroll through, and then you've got your set button. You can go in and you can change your channel settings, you can change your group settings, all the rest of it. So it's really easy to use on camera. You just set it up as you need to. It's got the little diffuser that comes with it. It's also got the paper diffuser, which with my silly little fingers, I struggle to get out, but it is there to stop flow. Put that on. Of course, you could use like a Magmod diffuser or a mini softbox or anything like that. It does need diffusion, especially when you've got it on the camera and you're doing it at portraits or something like that. What I find, if you shoot it off a white roof, if you've got a white ceiling, and then bounce back, it works so much better. And I did put some photos in the product review to check that out as well. So if you want to use this off camera, all you have to do is just take it off. The trigger is still there. You do have to turn your trigger on, and you can tell that it's on because it's flashing. And then this you can put on a light stand, or you can put it on the little foot there and put it on a bench. You can attach that to a light stand, anything like that. You could, if you wanted to, put that on a light stand, put an umbrella on it, put a softbox on it, and really use it as you would a normal studio light. So using it off camera, there's no repairing. You can use the same settings over and over again. You can use it on TTL or manual. Put the flash on a stand, as I said, and the camera talks to it wirelessly. You're free to move around. You can use this, I believe, up to 20 meters away from the trigger. I haven't tried it over that sort of distance, but that's what they say. So it's really good to play with. If you're new to off-camera flash, then this removes a lot of the friction. You don't need 5 menus and a notebook and fiddling around. It's quick, it's easy, it's very intuitive to use. So who is this flash really for? Beginners stepping into flash, this is incredible. If you're portrait shooters not doing great distances, it's fantastic. If you want something light for travel photography, brilliant. People who hate heavy gear, big flashes, it's great for them too. But it's not ideal for big venues, large groups, high ceilings, or anyone expecting studio strobe power. It's not trying to be everything. It's just trying to be useful. And honestly, it really hits the mark on that. It works alongside other Godox lights. It can be the trigger, or it can be triggered. You're not locked into a dead-end system. And when it comes to Nikon, and I did mention this in my product review, and I'll put the full link for that below, I've found so many flashes just don't work with the Nikon because it has the larger glass on the lenses. On the Sony system, you're probably looking at about 67 to 72 millimeter diameter. On the Nikon, a lot of the lenses start at 72 and go up to 82. And those mini flashes give you a shadow. But not this one. Because this one is up a bit higher and you can angle this, it shoots straight over those lenses. And you're not ending up with that shadow at the bottom of all your images. So this has been the first mini flash that I've found that works really well on Nikon cameras. If you want all the specs, the pros, the cons, the real world notes, I've written a full review on the blog and I'll link that below. I've also put in sample images, but this video is really all about just understanding how it works and whether it suits the way you like to shoot. So remember, TTL, manual, you can use it off camera, on camera. It seamlessly syncs to the trigger, and having that magnetic system where you can put in different triggers, or you can just put this on your camera, take it off your camera. It just is so good. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. I'll put the links for this little flash below. And just remember, the flash is pretty much universal. It's the trigger that you need to get for your camera. It does come in most of the majors, so Sony, Nikon, Canon, etc. So get the trigger for your camera. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on YouTube.